guys, a little bit of a different setup here today. Welcome to my living room entryway, but we're going to go through a little flow. We'll start with our seated meditation and a power flow per usual. This is a class that I'll be teaching on Wednesday this week, and if you want, there's a playlist that goes along with it that I'm listening to in my ear. So if you want to check that out and flow along with the playlist, feel free. The link will be in the description below. But with that, we will get started. So just finding a comfortable seat in an easy seat here. You can rock side to side through your sit bones, just really grounding down here. Just slowly sitting up nice and tall. You can have your hands on your knees. You can have those palms facing up to receive, down to ground, whatever you need today, and just let those eyes fall closed. Finding that natural rhythm of your breath here. Letting go of your upcoming day, your to-do lists, any expectations. Just trying to be here and present in this moment with your breath. Melting those shoulders down and away from your ears. Unclenching your jaw. Maybe sitting up a little taller here. We'll take a breath together here. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold. Inhale, fill up 1, 2, 3. Holding at the top. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, hold. You can keep going with these at the natural rhythm here. Remembering that your flow may not look exactly like the person next to you. Just taking what you need today. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Drop your left hand to the mat, reach over with the right. Breath 1. Breath 2. Last one. Switch it. Right hand comes to the mat, reach over with the left. Breath 1. Breath 2. The last one. Hands go back down to the mat. Shift over here, but sending those hands to the top of your mat and rocking back into an extended child's pose. Knees are wide, pressing your hips back. Forehead is on the mat. Breath 2. Last one. Elbows come to the mat, hands come together. Shift it back, secret prayer. Last breath here. Hands come to the mat, slowly rolling up into a tabletop. We'll take cat-cows here. On an inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes high. Inhale. Exhale, arch the spine, look between your thighs. Inhale for your cow. Exhale, cat. Keep going with these at your own rhythm, matching these movements with your breath. One more. Finding a neutral spine, you can kick your right leg out beside you, rising up and reaching over. We'll take a gate pose. Last breath. Coming back up. Just rock forward and back for a second here. Inhale, reach your left arm high, thread the needle. Right arm reaches high. One more breath. Hands come back to center, pressing back up. You can kick that leg up and around behind you, sending that left arm in front of you for balancing table. Hold here, crunch it in, kick it back out. Take one more breath. Hands and leg come down. We'll switch it. Kicking that left leg out beside you, rising up. Left hand comes down to the shin, right arm reaches over. Breath 2. Last one. Rising back up. You can come to your hands, tuck those back toes, just rock. Toes are still pointing in front. Left arm stays down, right arm reaches, thread it over to the left side of your mat. Left arm reaches overhead. Last breath. Hands come to the mat, pressing yourself back up here. Keeping a neutral pelvis, kick that leg up, back behind you. Right arm reaches in front, balancing table. Hold. Crunch it in, knee to elbow. Kick it back out. Hold for one more breath. Bring it back down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, hold here. 1 inch off the ground. Bear pose. For 3, 2, 1. Send everything back, downward facing dog. Pedal at the feet. Take one more breath. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Grab opposite elbows, ragdoll. Hands come to the mat, heel toe your feet to touch. Slowly roll up, arms overhead. Bring them through heart center. Out by your side. Rooting down through all 4 corners of your feet. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands out to a high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, press up, cobra. Last breath. Bend your knees, tuck your toes, come back downward facing dog. Tippy toe walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Flip your toes, rise up, up dog. Flip your toes again, send it back, down dog. Step your right foot forward, then the left, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step your left, then the right back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Flip your toes, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward, then the right, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right, then the left back, high plank. Shift forward, flow it through. Step your right, then the left forward. Lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot and the right back, high plank. Shift forward, flow it through. Meeting in our down dog. Left foot steps forward, and then the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We'll try hopping back this time. Hands come to the mat, bend your knees. Hop back, shift forward, flow it through. Holding here for one more breath. Bring your right leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Ankle circles one way, and then the other. Step it forward, rise up, warrior two. Breath two. Breath three. Reverse your warrior. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step it back. Flow it through. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Left foot comes high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Take ankle circles one way, and then the other. Step your left foot forward, rise up, warrior two. And one more breath here. Reverse your warrior for 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step it back, flow it through. Step your right foot forward, rise up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Coming forward to warrior two. You can widen your stance a bit. Drop your right forearm to the thigh. Left arm reaches high. Gazes up towards that left thumb. Stay here. Drop that hand to the inside of your right foot. Stay here. Take the bind wherever you are for 3 breaths. Breath 2. Last one. Rise up, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the mat, step back, flow it through. Leaning back in that downward facing dog. Take another breath. Step your left foot forward, rise up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, back to warrior two. Bringing your left forearm to your thigh, right arm reaches high, side angle. Stay here, can widen your stance. Drop your left hand to the mat, extended side angle, reaching up toward the top of the room. Last breath. Rising back up, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the mat, step back, flow it through, meeting me in a downward facing dog. You can always drop your knees and take a modified chaturanga, skip it, whatever you need. One more breath. Step your right foot forward, rise up, warrior two. Almost time for a break, we're getting there. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Straighten that front foot, front leg. Right hand comes to the shin. Left arm reaches high. Take a triangle. Breath two. One more. Rising back up to your warrior two. Flow it through. Step your left foot forward, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Left hand reaches forward for a triangle. Breath two. Last one. Come back to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands. Step back, flow it through. We'll take a plank push from here, so rock forward to a high plank. Left hand comes to the center, flip around to the right side. Side plank to the right. Stay here, kick that bottom leg out in front for 3, 2, 1. Drop it, come back to high plank. Right hand comes to center. Shift around, side plank to the left. Stay here, kick that bottom leg out in front. 3, 2, 1. Coming back to a high plank. Lower all the way down. Whew. We'll take a scorpion, teeing out the arms. Bend your right knee, cross it over. Gazes out toward that right hand. One more breath. Switch it. One more breath. Coming back to center. Pressing yourself up and back into a child's pose. Hang out here for a few breaths, grab a drink, whatever you need. Making your way and meeting me back in a downward facing dog. You can come high on the toes, try to drive your heels down into the mat. Pressing your chest back towards your hips. Bring your right leg high. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. Kick it back out, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, cheetah pose, arch the spine. Kick it back out. Right knee comes to the left tricep, cross it over. Kick it back out. Cross that right leg over to the left side of your mat. Right hand stays on the mat. Left arm reaches high, fallen triangle. For 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes to the mat. Right leg comes back high. Step it forward, rise up, warrior two. Swivel those feet to face the left side of your mat. Straighten out a little bit. Hands come behind your back, interlace your hands, fold. One more breath here. Left hand comes to the mat, right arm reaches high, take a twist. Last breath. Switch it, right hand stays on the mat, left arm reaches high. Hands come to the mat, roll back up. Toes point forward on that front foot, come back to your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the inside of that right foot. Bring it out to the outside of your mat. Drop that left shin to the mat, lizard lunge. Stay here. You can roll to the outside edge of that front foot. Drop down to your forearms wherever you are, holding for 3 breaths. Breath 2. Last one. Tuck those back toes, come back up. Bring that right foot back to center. Left hand stays on the mat. Right arm reaches high. Stay here, you can rise up off those back toes. Last breath. Hands come back to the mat, step it back, flow it through. Left leg comes high. Left knee to left tricep. Kick it back out. Knee to nose for cheetah. Hold. Kick it back out. Knee comes over to the right tricep. Kick it back out. Cross that left foot over to the right side. Right arm reaches high. Fall in triangle. For 3, 2, 1. Hand comes back to the mat. Kick it back out. Step that left foot forward. Rise up, warrior two. Swivel the feet to face the right. Toes go out, heels come in. Cactus the arms. Drop down for a goddess. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breath 2. One more. Hands come to the knees, twisted goddess. Twist it out, just dropping each shoulder. Switching sides. And then toes face forward, finding the fold when you're ready. Hands come to the hips, slowly roll up. Swivel the toes on that front foot, face forward. Come back to your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the inside of that foot. Bring it out to the outer edge, dropping that back shin. Stay here. You can drop it all the way down to the forearms. Breath 1. Breath 2. Last one. Hands come back to the mat. Bring that left foot to the center. Lift those back toes. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches high. Easy twist. Breath 2. Last one. Hand comes back down. Step it back. Flow it through. Kneading back in our downward facing dog. Taking however long you need. Step your right foot forward. Back shin drops to the mat. Arms come overhead. Kneeling crescent. Breath 2. Last one. Send it back. Half split. Hands to the mat. Folding forward. Trying to keep that front foot flexed. And the hips facing the front of the room. One more breath. Rocking forward back into that kneeling crescent. Arms overhead. Tuck the back toes, rise up. Stay here, drop that right arm, tee the arms out, take a twist to the right. Breath 2. Last one. Arms come back overhead. Step that left foot to meet your right. Sit back, chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Twist over to the right again. Maybe you can sit a little deeper. Breath 2. Maybe you blossom the arms. One more breath. Hands come to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it back and flow it through. Meeting back in that downward dog. Repeating on the left, step your left foot forward. Back shin comes down to the mat. Rise up, kneeling crescent. Breath 2. Last one. Shift back, straighten the front leg, toes stay up, hips stay squared, half split. One more breath here. Rocking back forward, kneeling crescent, arms overhead. Tuck those back toes, rise up, crescent lunge. Breath 2. Last one. Step your right foot to meet your left, chair. Keeping that pelvis tucked under. Hands to heart center. Twist over to the left. Forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it back, flow it through. Meeting in our downward facing dog. However you get there does not matter. Feel free to modify. Tippy toe walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands come through heart center. And out by your side for Tadasana. We'll take a few standing balances here. So finding a comfortable spot at the top of your mat. Rooting down through all four corners of that left foot. We'll cross that right foot over your left knee. Hands to heart center. And slowly sit back. We'll take a figure 4 chair. Focusing on something that's not moving. Breath 2. Last one. Standing back up, release the foot. Send it out in front of you, keeping that hip and knee straight out. When you're ready, rock forward. Send that right leg long behind you. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Stay here. You can step back to a lunge or see if you can drop that left hand. Right arm reaches high for a half moon. For 3, 2, 1. Step it back into a high lunge. Step forward, release it. Shake it out. We'll repeat on the opposite side here. So rooting down through that right foot here. Crossing that left foot over your right knee. Sitting back for that figure 4 chair. Breath 1. Breath 2. Last one. Coming back up, releasing that foot. Bringing it straight out in front of you. Holding here. And when you're ready, see if you can kick it out behind you. Shift your weight forward for a warrior 3. Stay here. Or see if you can drop that right hand down to the mat. Reach that left arm high, taking a half moon, step it back, meet the other, and release. Whew. Feel free to grab a quick drink here. And then when you're ready, you can send those feet out wide, sink all the way down into a balasana, yogi squat. Just open those hips up after all those standing balances. I don't know if your glutes are burning as much as mine are. Drop that left hand to the mat, reaching high with the right. Switch it. Last breath. Coming back to center. You can move to the center of your mat. Come onto your knees. Toes can stay out long. Just resting here in a hero pose for a few breaths. We'll take a few camels. So we'll start off with a half camel on the right, then we'll do on the left, and then we'll take the full camel. So you can keep the toes long or you can tuck them, reaching the arms overhead, dropping the right arm either for the heel with the thumb on the outside, or hand can stay on the hip with the thumb facing out, reaching back wherever you are. Breath 1. Breath 2. One more. Rolling back up. Take a break. Coming back up. Tuck those toes. Repeating on the opposite. Arms comes high. Left hand reaches for the heel. Right arm reaches behind you. Last breath. Rolling back up. Resting for one more breath. Coming back up, tucking those toes. We'll take that final camel. Hands can be on your pelvis. Thumbs facing outward, fingers pointing down. Reaching back or grabbing for the ankles. Last one. Rolling up. You can send those legs out long in front of you. Arms come up high and reach down for the fold. Slowly rolling back up. We'll make our way onto our backs for a few bridges and wheels. Finding a neutral pelvis here. Bringing those feet in close. Feet are hips width distance. Like you're squeezing a block between your knees. Hands stay on the mat. Inhale, rise up. Lifting everything. Breath 2. Last one. Lower it down. Relax for a second. We'll take one more bridge and then I'll cue for a full wheel. You can take it, you can take another bridge, whatever you need. On your next inhale, rise up. Maybe this time interlacing your hands under you and shining that chest, tucking those shoulders under you, wherever you are for 3 breaths. And breath 2. Last one. Slowly coming back down. Last one. If you're taking the full wheel, bringing those feet in close, flipping the shoulders, elbows are pointing up, and the fingers are pointing towards your toes. On your next inhale, rise up. Last breath. Slowly coming back down. Can windshield wiper the legs. And then when you're ready, taking a shoulder stand, flipping the blood flow. Taking the plow. Rolling out and coming into a fish. Forearms are beside you. Head reaches back. Making your way back into a sitting position. Legs can come out long. We'll open them up and take a straddle, reaching for the top of your mat. Slowly rolling back up. Take a butterfly. Knees come out wide. Folding forward. One more breath. Coming back up, making your way to your back, hugging both knees in, giving yourself some gratitude for showing up today as we take our final stretches. And cross that right knee over to the left side of your mat. Right arm stays out long. One more breath. Come back to center and switch it. Last breath. Taking a happy baby. those legs out long as we take our final shavasana. Letting those ankles roll out. Palms facing up. Slowly wiggling those fingers and toes. Rolling yourself back up to a seated position. We'll take one final cleansing breath together. You can bring your hands to heart center. Inhale all the good, all the positive, all the things we're grateful for. Exhale all the negative, all the things that are stressing you out, all the bullshit. The light in me sees and honors the seeing in you. We'll bow to seal our practice. Namaste. Have a great Sunday.